10 billion US dollars. Now that I have your attention, that kind of money has gone in making this. In fact, the generation which is coming up now, the Neue Klasse. Now that's not a car, it's a complete vision of BMW for the cars in a completely new architecture which is done ground up. Start with the design. The design is completely different, you know. The grills has changed, there's no chrome, and it's very, very minimalistic. They're trying to keep the design very simple so that it grows on you, and it is not very, very complicated architecture. Of course, I'll leave it to you how it looks. Look at the tires here, but there's a lot which is happening inside the car, which we're going to talk. That's what is going to get your attention. It's also got a very interesting thing right here, which is this. Yes, what do you think is different? Well, you can read it in the supers, but this is what it makes a difference. It comes with a range of 800 kilometers WLTP. It has a battery capacity of 107.8 kilowatts. And not only that, this is upgraded from 400 volt to 800 volt architecture, which means on a 400 kilowatt charger, in 10 minutes, you get roughly 350 kilometers. Now that's enough for anywhere you want to go. Now let's hop inside. This is where the difference is. First up, this panoramic iDrive, which is what it's BMW's new version of the head-up display. Right here on the windscreen, which used to be kind of distracting, and this is all customizable. For example, if you want to put your Spotify logo, you can put that. This all design looks very, very cool. In fact, we asked the BMW guys, can this be patented? Because this is something which is so radically different from anything that you've seen, and it's so practical that you might just want it in all the cars. And even the screen, this completely new design. And you know what, with overindulgence in screens from the i7s, where you have a big screen here, a big screen there, this looks so minimalistic, so to the point, and so practical, because you don't want distraction. Essentially, BMW is all about driving, which is what they're focusing on. Steering, a special mention of that, because this has a ShyTech, which means this can lit up, and this can also go completely dark so that you can focus on driving. There is a lot happening. There are a lot of options available. What has retained from its earlier predecessor is this charging cable structure, because this is where the wireless charging happens, and this is what it was there in the existing X3. Interiors are top notch, and there is nothing absolutely that you will not like about this car. We haven't yet driven it, but we will hold our thoughts till we drive it. But the rear seat has something more interesting going. You see this? Enough of leg room. You get a panoramic sunroof, and 3 people can sit very comfortably. So there is no bump here, which means that the floor bed is all flat, which is what gives you enough space. We don't know about the storage capacity. We don't know about a few things which they have not disclosed. But what we know is this is the car which has come to India at the end of 2027. And going forward, all the other variants, they'll also get a commercial engine variation, but the technology will be this. Tell us, do you like this car? Tell us, do you like this new kidney design language? That is going to get a conversation starting, but that's what you get. Post 10 billion US dollars. I'll see you in the next one. If you like this, don't forget to share with somebody who's going to buy a BMW